Hey guys, in this episode of V99 XOXO, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a pastry bag out of Play-Doh. Now I use Play-Doh and not polymer clay because I don't really know why. I can't really find polymer clay anywhere. I don't know, maybe it's just like where I live, but I can't find it, so I just made things out of Play-Doh. They're gonna look like this, and they're really nicely detailed. They're thicker. And this one, I just made this one this morning. So I'm drawing.
That's
tip.
Tell her it's fake.
Basically like
I swear to God, it's.
So the things that you are going to need is a Sharpie or a roller to roll out your Play-Doh, and a circular like object here. This is like a circular pen cap. Or I also have this thing. This is like really useful. It's a little thing to hold my pen or my pencil, depending on which one I want to use. It also has a hole on it, so I could use that. I use Sharpie when I do it, so I'm going to be using a Sharpie today, or you could just use a pencil. You just need a circular object, but I always use Sharpies because I like the way that they don't. So you're going to need a Sharpie, a highlighter, whatever, or like a roller. And if you want any of these objects, you can find them really anywhere. Just pens, pencils, and a little stencil container. Now, I've been making Play-Dohs for as long as I can remember. I've made a lot of different things out of Play-Doh, and I really love Play-Doh. It's really fun. You could do a whole lot of stuff with it. And so today I'm going to be showing you guys some things, one of my favorite things that you can make. So I have a whole bag of Play-Doh here. And so to get started, you're going to need, it depends on what color you want your piping bag. I think I'm going to make mine pink. So you're going to need some pink Play-Doh. It's red, I think. Let me see. Yeah, this is red. So you're going to need some pink Play-Doh. I think I have enough. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely enough. Pink Play-Doh. A darker pink. This is just in case I run out. A darker pink. Actually, yeah, a darker pink. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this actual color here, and I'm gonna put some other colors like black to make it a little darker, or you could just put some Sharpie color actually in here, and it darkens it up if you don't want to waste Play-Doh. But I don't really care. It's fine. Then you're going to need some silver Play-Doh. Now I make my own silver Play-Doh out of white and black, and I keep it in my little white. So this is silver Play-Doh. And you're also going to need white Play-Doh. So you're going to need 4 shades of Play-Doh, but my silver is in here. So first what you're going to do is you're going to make the base, which is going to be the actual bag. This is the bag here. And you're going to also need some toothpicks to cut, or like a razor blade to cut. So what you're going to do is, I also have like a lighter pink. I'm going to take some pink Play-Doh, not a whole lot, like maybe a little more. You don't want the piping bag to be too big. But you always just keep your bottle out, so then if you need to adjust, then you're just gonna roll it with your hands. We're not using the highlighter yet. Just gonna roll it on the counter to a little ball. Then you're going to in this. So there's a little piece of gray in here. No problem. Just get it right out. All right. So roll it, and then mold it so it has like a little thing here. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for it to get small, like a tip, and then go big like the icing. So what I'm going to try to do is roll it and make it, and first make the little tip where it comes out, and roll that so it's like flat. Not flat, like circular. See how like it's like that now? But you're going to keep on doing that until you like it. Then you can make it a little bit smaller for where you have to put the actual like bags things. Now don't worry if the tip is too big or too small, because you're gonna adjust that with the gray Play-Doh or silver, whatever you call it. So see how it's tippy right here, and then it comes like a dome, and then this is where the bag's gonna go. So I think this is pretty good. I'm just gonna roll it now, just to give it not any bumps or anything, and that's perfect right there. So once you have that done, you're going to set it down on the counter and let it kind of dry just a little bit. You don't even have to let it dry. I'm just gonna let it dry because I have the time to. So then we're going to do this. Take up your white Play-Doh. I have a whole bunch of white shades in here. I'm just gonna take some white. Not gonna need that much. Not the length of your finger. Not the whole length. The length of your fingertip. That's pretty good. So then you're going to roll off. Then you're gonna take your little highlighter and put this here. Roll it into a ball. Put it out and roll it. You can do this by hand. I just like using something to guide me. Don't worry if it sticks, it comes right off. I already know that I used too much because I could tell, because that would be way too big for that. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to adjust it, and I'm going to tear some off. I'm going to roll it back to the ball. You want to get it like a bag type, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You're going to get it into a ball, and you're going to roll it once again. As I said, you could do this by hand, but it's really not. It's not that hard. Do it with a little highlighter. So I think that looks pretty good. You don't want it to be too straight, because a piping bag is never straight. It's always wrongfully and stuff. You almost want it to look like a splattered egg, when it's flat. I know that kind of sounded weird. That sounds kind of weird, but you almost want it to look like that. So then when you curl it up, it looks like a bag. So I'm just gonna roll it a little bit more, not a whole lot. There you go, perfect. So now I'm gonna put that right there. You don't need the highlighter anymore unless you make a mistake. Then you're going to take your Sharpie or whatever circular object you have, put it up like this, take your white, and then you're gonna curl it over the top and make a little kind of baggy top. It should look like something like that. It looks kind of like a bowl. And then you want to make sure that it looks good on your little thing, on your little piping bag. So I think that's pretty good. So now what you're going to do is you're going to set that aside and let that just sit. I put it on top of actually a Play-Doh thing to let it just sit and dry and let it hold its shape a little bit better. That's optional, but I like to do that so I can just get to the other steps. I'm sorry, you actually are going to need the Sharpie again. I forgot this actual one step. So then you're going to take some more pink Play-Doh. You're not going to need a whole lot for this. You need about that much, not even that much. So then it depends on what shade of pink you have. If you have a darker shade of pink of this, that's what you want. You want a darker shade, because look, see how on the green it secures the green, the dark. So that's what you're trying to go for. So basically I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. You're gonna take some of your pink. If you don't, I don't have a darker shade, that's why I'm doing this extra step. But if you had a darker shade, skip this part of the video. And then you're going to take some black and just put it right on top, okay? Then you're going to break it like this. Keep on just breaking it and then mush it together. It's going to get darker. as you can all probably tell. You want to, you just use the rolling pin actually, just roll it out to make it go quicker. Well, this is almost going to be like a darkest purple, like a lightest purple, but we're not aiming for purple, we're aiming for dark pink. That looks actually very, very nicely. You probably can't see it from my laptop because of the camera, but in person, that's different. This is different than this, trust me. I know it's kind of hard to see, but in real person, this, yeah, there you go. I'll put it on my hand. That is darker than that in person, if you could tell. Alright? So, basically, now what you're going to do is, you don't need any more black. That in your little bag if you want. This is going to be a rim around the bag. So, you could just put this aside. We already did that. Then you're going to take some more pink. You're going to take your rolling pin and roll this out. To pretty nice circle, yeah. You're aiming for a circle, not like the piping bag. The piping bag could be like a little, like, I don't know how to say it. So basically, you want this circle. That's fine. That's kind of fun, yeah. So you're gonna put that down, and I don't think you need that anymore. So then you have your two things. You have your pink and your darker pink. And then you also have this, your piping bag. You're gonna take your piping bag off of the Sharpie, and it should come off very easily, and it should look like a real piping bag. And it's going to come off easily because you just let it set for about like 2 minutes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put, you're gonna actually put it back on the Sharpie. Just let it come off first. Then you're gonna put the regular pink, not the shaded pink, like the circle, and you're going to put it on the white. Just like that. You can see. So then you're going to take this off gently. There you go. Just use your finger to guide it. You're going to stick it on top of the piping bag. Just give it a nice tip. So then, as you can see, you're going to stick this onto the piping bag. Then you're going to use a Sharpie to hold it down while you push it in place. And then, you guys might find this a little weird, but I actually take a pen cap, and over here, right here is the pointy part, I push down. Kind of making it go into there. And it makes it stay, so you don't have to worry about that. And you're just gonna incorporate the pink, making it look like it's part of the piping bag. Because if you just put this white right on top of it, it wouldn't go like right into it. It wouldn't incorporate right. It would just look like you laid a white piece of Play-Doh. So you need the pink. So see how you have this? That looks perfect. You can just fill this with white Play-Doh, or if you want some pink, which is what I'm gonna do. Just making this stick a little bit more. That looks perfect. So then you can set this aside for about like 10 seconds. Then you're gonna take this and you're gonna roll it in a ball. And you're gonna roll it into a little log. 1 minute. That's your phone ringing. Just gonna roll it into a log. Okay? A little worm.
What? What's wrong, Alexa?
No, it's fine. A little worm like that. Okay? So you're gonna take your little piping bag and you're gonna wrap it around your bag. That looks amazing. Okay? So, if you can't tell on camera, but this is a shade darker. It looks really, really good, but we're not done yet. Now, one second. Now, we have to make the tip a little bit more, like, longer, because we have to cut some of it off. Alright, there we go. So now we're going to need our gray. Put it back. So, you're not going to need a whole lot of gray. What you're going to do is you're going to take like a razor blade or really something like that can cut it. You're going to cut off the tip. Like that. And then you're going to take the gray and you're going to make a tip. Almost like, it's going to look like that, and then you're going to add the gray, so it's going to look like a piping tip. Now, I actually learned how to do this from YouTube. I forget the person's name that taught me. But she made this out of clay, so it's a little bit harder to Play-Doh. Then you're just going to roll it so the tip stays on. Okay. So there you have your little piping bag. Now I made 3, including the pink. I made actually one bigger than the other. This is small, medium, large. This is my blue one. This is blueberry frosting. This is my green one. This is lemon lime frosting. And this is my strawberry frosting. So I hope you guys like this video and this tutorial on how to make a piping bag. Hope you guys like it. And if you have any suggestions for me and you have any questions that you want to ask, or if you want me to make something and I could make a video on it and send me a message. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and subscribe, comment. Thanks. Bye.